Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here we are. Psychic Thursday. Once again, man, these Thursdays just keep coming quicker and quicker.
Gotta
We're
love
here.
Psychic Thursdays.
Huh?
Said you gotta love Psychic Thursdays.
Yeah.
At least
It's almost
we're
like
awake,
we know it's happening.
right? We know it's Thursday.
Well, you know it's Thursday. Well, when you're retired, you kind of. What day is it today?
Yeah, I don't want to hear
Oh,
it.
it's Psychic Thursday. Oh, okay. So I mean,
Yeah.
tomorrow's Friday.
I don't want to hear it.
And it's Saturday.
I usually forget which day it is only because the weeks are either dragging on or they're going by so damn fast I don't have time to get my work done.
Tell me about
this
it.
week it's been dragging.
Even though it's a short week, it has been.
It is.
Because what's today? Thursday, right? Yeah.
Psychic
And I'm
Thursday.
right. Yeah. And I mean, it's a short week. We had Monday off, or I had Monday off. And yeah, I feel like we've been in this week for a couple of weeks now. It's been dragging. I'm ready for.
I feel like I've been
Friday.
working on my deck for like a year. Oh my gosh.
Still ain't done,
The lumber company thanks you.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Want to come do one out of my window?
I'm trying to share the post. Can't
Hey,
find
just be thankful that the tree that fell did not fall on the deck that you've been redoing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Why,
I'm
you got a
thankful for
tree
that.
fell?
Oh yeah, a big pine tree fell and went the other way towards the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, I don't see it on
It's
here
all
either.
chopped up now and everything except for the big stump, but we'll get that'll get taken care of shortly. Anyway,
I'm not sure we're rolling. It's not showing up on
really?
Minarski's page.
No, I don't know how he had this set up. Anybody out there hearing us?
Oh, wait a minute. There it is. It's on
Okay.
SNSN. It's on SNSN
SN.
radio.
All right.
Yeah. So he set up the platforms. He set these shows up and he set Friday up too.
All right.
So
Yeah, I don't think it was.
He didn't share
show.
it then. So,
Yeah, it
okay. Let me share it this way.
yeah,
Because I usually go through Mike's pages.
Yeah, yep. That's why I usually go to his, and I didn't see it on his, but
Let me share.
SNSN.
Okay. All right, so we'll get that straightened out.
Share it at my page.
Yeah, so he's just not putting it on his for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe when he's sitting here, he's doing that on his phone or whatever. I don't know what he's doing.
He uses a streaming app that's supposed to put it out on all of them at the same time.
Yep, I've
So,
seen it pop
I'm not
up
sure.
before when I set it up. It comes up with all the platforms.
Yep.
Right, and you click on the platforms you want to go out
Yep.
on, but I don't mess with it because I don't want to.
Yeah, I hear
He
you.
usually has everything clicked on that he wants to send out. So
Yeah,
and
I
this
don't
is
know.
this is his gig. I'm just a visitor.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm just a fill-in.
And
you
a
know.
good one.
Yeah, and I'm going to
Doing
get
a good
fired
job,
for this.
right?
I've been fired 12 times as the program director already.
But rehired.
And rehired because then he screws up and then he rehires me. So anyway, I hope everybody can see us now. And usually people show up a little later or whatever. So I did talk to Steve Zelba, who's a mail carrier. He was supposed to do the show one of these Mondays, but he wanted us to put something out about the food pantry for St. Mary's and in dire need of some help. So if you can donate some money or the bottles, I know Carol down at Cranky's collects bottles, and she recycles them and she donates the funds and everything to St. Mary's Food Pantry.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there used to be a state fund that used to support them, and that kind of is in a setback. So
they're looking for
they're
donations.
looking for some donations for the food pantry and stuff like that.
Do they need volunteers also, or did he just say they just need?
Well, he's going to come on the
donations?
show probably in a couple of weeks after he's done his bike ride. For he's doing a bike ride to also raise money, so
Okay.
to support the food pantry.
You should see if organizations will get involved in that. So Plainfield, I guess it was all fire, police, and stuff like that did the torch run for Special
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yep.
Maybe they can do something like that for food pantries and stuff like that.
Yep.
So you'd have to contact them because they did.
Yeah, they came through
Yeah,
here.
they did pretty decent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know they stopped at Hank's for lunch when I was up there.
Did they?
Eating lunch.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so far, got a few people that I can see here that are watching, but I've got no comments yet. So What can we talk about? Have you had any good conversation with spirits lately?
Do you converse with them?
On a regular basis.
Yeah, do you really?
That's what I do for a living.
Well, I meant like by yourself. Like you're
So sometimes you can't ignore them. So, have I had any interesting conversations?
Probably my grandmother told me, "What the hell you do me here?"
Really?
You mean you ignore the spirits? You try to ignore the spirits?
If I'm busy doing stuff, because if you're so I won't go to Lisbon Walmart at all. I walk in there and they come in like droves, like it's crazy. But of course, when they built that place, they built it on old farmland.
Mhm.
So on the old farmland, they used to bury their livestock when they died. They buried family members. I mean, that was all a big thing. You're going to tell me when a company comes in and decides that they're going to, build something, they're going to relocate all the remains of animals and, that ain't happening.
Mm-mm.
So
I don't know.
the weirdest thing
I don't know. Do you remember them digging up any remains from animals or people when they put that place in?
No, I don't.
But
I mean, I know it was a farm. I mean,
look at all the crazy stuff that has happened down there. Like cars randomly catching on fire in the parking lot. How many like gas leaks has that place had? Like they've had like more stuff going on down there than any other place that I've ever seen. So the weirdest thing I've seen in spirit was two things. I seen a black bear crossing Route 12 over by Topa Road.
Oh.
And I swerved, and I got pulled over by a police officer that was behind me.
For swerving?
And I said to him, he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you swerved. Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, shit." Like, he's thinking I'm drinking and driving, whatever. Right. So I gave him one of my business cards. I said, "You didn't see the bear that ran across the road?" He's like, "No, there was no bear that ran across the road."
Oh.
And I have had people that live down there that actually confirmed that a black bear runs across the road right there.
Oh.
So, yep.
Weird.
So that was a weird one. The other one was the headless dog.
Ooh.
So, and I asked him, I said, "Why did I didn't see like blood or anything like that. The dog just had no head. It looked like it was a cross between like a greyhound and a terrier, because it kind of had a terrier body, but it was like bigger, like so, and it was trotting down the road down in 40 is it 44 that goes through Voluntown and
49.
Yes, it was on 49.
Oh,
wow.
God.
So up past Patchogue Forest and stuff like that, up past Green Falls, like heading into Rhode Island. Yeah, that's where I seen it. I was like, yeah.
All right, so we got a couple Rachels here. Rachel Simpson, good morning, everyone, and Rachel Taylor, good morning, ladies, and Wayne.
And Wayne.
I'm glad she specified that. Yeah, I left my panties at home today. So
you're wearing the skirt though.
That's what they can only see from the top up. So there you go. I got my manly Red Sox shirt on.
There you go.
So have you seen anything that you can't explain?
Oh.
Have I seen anything that I can't explain? Yep. Not really. I must be closed-minded. I'm not open-minded enough. I don't know.
Not even in your Navy days and stuff like that?
There's stuff that I saw I wish I didn't see, yes. In my Navy days.
But like it can't be explained.
I don't know. The only thing that I can that affects me to this day is I went out drinking one night and I remember staggering to my car, and that was it. And then I woke up in a sweat in my bunk in the barracks. Can't remember where the car was. Don't even remember how I got there.
Oh, did you find your car?
Yes, I did. I walked all over the base looking for my car.
Where was it?
It was up by the Chiefs Club. So no dents, no nothing. So yeah, I said, you know what? I'm not going to get that drunk again.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like that may have been alcohol induced.
That was it. I mean, I was like 23 or something like that.
I'm just curious because a lot of people that are in the military either see, like, they've seen old soldiers, like, especially in barracks and stuff like that, or just hearing random things that shouldn't be heard.
No.
So,
I don't-
what about you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I've had several things that I couldn't explain, and it's always creeped me out. When my son was little, the house we lived in, which wasn't an old house, it wasn't built on any, thing funky or anything that we know of. My brother took my son downstairs. We had like a basement with like pool table, that kind of stuff. And next thing I know, my brother's got my son. He was maybe 3-ish, 2-ish, somewhere around there, running up the stairs. My brother's pale white, and I guess my son had said, "Booba, who's that guy in the corner?" And my brother was like, "What? There's what?" And upstairs he came. He was like, "What the hell was
He
that?"
didn't want-
So that,
Kids
and
see
then
spirit.
yeah, and I had heard that, but and then another time, my sister and I were like standing next to the kitchen counter. I was making a sandwich, and we're both standing there, and the sandwich stuff's on the counter in between us, and we watched it happen. The mustard thing picked up off the counter and just dropped on the floor. And it wasn't like on the edge or anything. We literally both watched, we stared at each other like, "Did you see that?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What the hell? Like, that wasn't on the edge. It didn't follow. It literally come right up off the counter and dropped to the floor."
Somebody wanted your attention.
Yep.
And then there was a purse that was hanging on the back of a chair with a coat over it. And the purse came off and landed, and the coat was still on the chair, but the purse had come off and landed on the floor. So those types of things have happened to me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ugh.
And you're like,
Yeah, how
What happened?
there was no way that purse could have fallen on
Yeah.
the floor without the coat coming off with it. Like,
See,
the
a
coat was
lot of-
over it.
a lot of people think that their house is haunted, but no, I built this house or that. But it's not about the house; it's about the land, because all the land around here has history behind it.
Yeah, true.
So the man in the basement could actually be a loved one too. That's just there visiting and saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah.
So
It was just one of the, and even my brother to this day, and he's like, one of those big, like, big manly men,
you have like nothing.
And and to this day, he was like, "I don't know what that was." He's like, "But I wasn't going to go back down there." Yeah. So yeah, that one was weird. That one, so it like creeped us out, and we would hear like footsteps and things like that.
Yep.
Like, the creaking of the house, you could hear someone walking, and there'd be nobody there, and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's
I
definitely.
went to a
the
house.
house is settling when that happens. When you hear noises, oh, it's just the house settling.
No, you can tell when you can hear the
Exactly.
footsteps.
You
Because
tell
you know
me
the
that
sound of
house-
your house. Like,
The house is settling when,
Yeah.
when there's nobody there, and
Mhm.
you hear the footsteps go up to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Flush the toilet,
Ugh.
And then,
and then you hear footsteps come down,
Yeah. No.
and
no,
there's
no.
nobody there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My
It's
friend's
creepy.
house.
Well, I'll tell you what. I like to be drinking what you people are, but that's okay. No, I've never
I
had
gotta
anything
take Wayne
strange
out
like
on
that.
a paranormal investigation with me and let him see stuff.
Yeah, it's I've had the whole, like, what do they call it, the witching hour in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I've woken up out of a dead sleep swearing to God I heard something that woke me up. I've seen
somebody's calling you?
Yeah, something. I've heard my name. I've heard like a loud crash or something, and it's
Yep.
woken me up, and of course there's nothing there, and like, that 3:00 hour
Yeah.
type of that happens a lot. But
All right, so we've got Victoria's joined us. Good morning,
morning.
Victoria.
Good morning.
And so we've got our psychic ladies here, ready to help you out, figure out what's going to be good for you today, tomorrow, the near future here. And I will tell you this, though, it's going to rain today.
Is it gonna rain
So
all day?
it's going to
I
be a
don't
little
know,
chilly.
Is it?
A little chillier than I thought
It
when I
is
came
chilly,
out
yes.
in my skirt and my shirt. So should have
That's
wore
what Joy-
nylons today.
That's what
Get
Joyce
my
said.
legs a little
Joyce
warmer, I
said,
guess.
I thought it was going to be a little
So-
bit.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, does anybody out there like to have a card
Or share an experience.
or share an experience?
Yes.
So I guess while we're waiting, so I wonder if you could pull a card, not necessarily for a person, but for a situation.
Oh, here we
Could you do
go.
that?
Here we go.
So in town here, we had a presentation. I want to loosely call it a presentation because I didn't really present much, but
More like a sales pitch.
yeah, I guess it was more of a sales pitch for a project that's being planned for this town.
Okay. And do you want to know if it's going to go through or if it's going to be accepted? So
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, I guess. Like, yeah,
How
What do
successful
we
is this
think
project
will
going
come of it?
or how will this project benefit the town? Is this going to be a good project
Right. Yeah.
or a bad thing? It's
Yeah.
basically what we're looking at.
So it shows that you've pretty much exhausted all your options as far as like presenting it to the town, and stuff like that. But it does show there could be some growth in it. Is there a man that you have to communicate with? This?
There was a man that
There was a
that
couple of
was
them.
communicating last night. He was one of the presenters.
Okay.
As like part of like the
Could he
group
have
that's
been a
running
little
it.
bit stronger at his presentation?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Because I get like
definitely.
he didn't use all his powers and his abilities that he had to show what could come out of it. It does show, that. So I'm going to represent this as you because this is your baby. I'm assuming that you're put into place, or
No.
like you're like going forward.
This
with
has been going on for about 10 years for the
Okay.
town. This project.
Yeah, no, just
Okay.
I went to the presentation.
And it's gone through a lot of morphing over the years. And
It is like exhausting. Like
Yeah.
everything's like so exhausted. It's like everything that can be done about it is done. But whoever the man is that's presenting everything needs to actually go forward and present it with more gusto, like more oomph, like make it more lively, make it more
Informative.
More informative.
like more
factual.
informative, like more like evidence to prove, like proves the point. Like he needs to like put all that in, because if not, it's going to be like a dead dog.
Yeah. Okay. That was. I
So,
mean, that pretty much
Yeah.
sums up
Pretty
the
much.
info session or whatever you wanted to call it. It didn't really have much information, but
Yeah.
so that he's not putting everything
Right,
out there.
yep.
And he has the ability to do so. I don't know like who he is or anything like that,
Yeah.
but he's not using all his tools that he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So-
he was the representative of the company that's trying to.
He didn't
bring
answer.
something
So
in.
there's a lot of questions at the end of this thing, and they got to their hour or whatever, and I was like, that was it.
He was like, "All right, people's hands were still up, asking
all right.
questions."
Time
He was
to
like,
go.
All right, we're wrapping
Time
it
to go.
up.
Wrapping it up.
So I know you're in charge type person. Why don't you is this something that you want to go with?
Personally, I don't have enough information. They didn't really offer much up to.
So can you
explain.
research and get more information on it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, this has been going on for so long. This project has been talked about for so long, and I thought the purpose of them coming in yesterday was to provide like a huge
And he should have.
presentation.
There was a lot of, I would
wasn't-
say, representation
Yeah,
of
he didn't.
the town
He didn't use all his tools.
there.
Right.
Leadership of the town was there, and a lot of different board members and things that are trying to see what this is going to bring to the town.
Right.
So maybe.
So it was not a very strong sell.
No.
So
last
if
night.
the town wants it, maybe they should contact whoever and stand their ground and have a different person come and represent.
So
it.
they're supposed to have another one of these info sessions next Wednesday, which I can't attend, but they're streaming it. And then the gentleman that was presenting on behalf of the project owner, I guess, said that they're going to have several more of these info sessions as everything progresses. But people had so many questions that weren't answered. A lot of the answers were, well, we don't know. We're not sure. We're waiting for funding. We don't know.
We're waiting for the town to help support community support.
Yeah,
so what are you expecting out of the town financially?
So,
and
me myself,
Those kind of
I'm not going to
questions.
dish out money unless you're showing
no.
me something.
that's the issue.
So, and it shows that he has that information that he's just like trying to not put it out there.
It was very strange. It was a lot of, it was an information session without really any information. They had they made it look good. They had a presentation that was up, but the presentation were just like pictures of buildings. No information, no data, no statistics, no actual
so they didn't have to do their homework.
information.
Yeah.
It was just like pretty stuff. Like they were
showed
trying
like
to
the
sell
senior,
like
a senior facility. There's a lady there who was representing the YMCA. She was showing her layout, and there's like 3 phases to her project. The last one, of course, is the pool that everybody would like to see.
But they don't know if that'll be part of it.
I
I
don't know if that'll be part of it. It depends on the funding and the community support. But anyway, enough of that.
But that was, so I was just curious.
We got people Waiting in line here.
All right.
So I got
do
Victoria asking to pull a card for Ernie. How's Ernie's shoulder?
So
Victoria.
the whole thing is not going to be beneficial for the town once it comes through.
it.
Huh?
She said she just did more cards, and she said it shows.
It's not going to be a beneficial thing for the town.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's.
I'm going to tell you, a lot of people walked out of that not feeling too good
Because I
about
did
it.
a 3/8.
Justice.
And you pulled the justice card for
Pull a
it.
justice card.
Is that for Victoria? Says Victoria
Or
for
for
Ernie
Ernie?
or for
For
the
Ernie.
yeah,
for
Ernie,
Ernie.
justice. Okay, so what's that? What's that mean?
It means that everything that she's doing is gonna, like if she gets into trouble, she'll have justice.
Well, it's
Instead-
about
Ernie?
his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Ernie's shoulder, right?
It's
Oh,
about-
so
Yeah, for Ernie.
is it about his shoulder?
yeah. So right now he injured his shoulder, and
Oh.
so Victoria says he finally had an MRI. Still whining.
Still whining.
So I got the 8 of Wands. So I do get like I get with that with the color, like there's a lot of inflammation going on in the shoulder, so it does feel like it's a muscular situation to me, but almost like it's a knotted situation. So I don't know if maybe there could have been some ligaments that got injured or whatever, but there's like a lot of inflammation going on.
But it makes sense.
He didn't fall on it. He told me he was turning a valve, and he felt a tear. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
the guy
so that would
working
be
with him,
tendons and muscles.
the guy working with him hurt it.
Yeah.
That's how
So
bad it was.
That's
so,
the inflammation.
Yeah.
Oh, that
And
sounds
fire.
is he getting any type of money for this?
No, not yet.
injury?
I do know
He
that he
will
was. He's struggling because of the time off necessary, and he can't really do any physical work right now because of the shoulder. But
Yeah, that affects so much of what
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
realize how much you use your shoulder until you.
well, the
can't
most
use
important
it
thing is he
anymore.
can't golf.
Right.
So he's
well,
a golfer.
So it does show inflammation there and a lot of fire and stuff like
Yeah,
that, like
okay.
muscular tendons. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on. in
And
there
he
right
was
now.
trying to get an MRI. This is when we were at Summers.
Oh, geez,
thing.
going back that
That
far.
was 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, and that happened
He got
before
the
that.
Empress, so he's going to get abundance from it.
He's going to get an abundance of pain. Is that what you're telling me? He's already got that.
An abundance of payoff.
Okay.
for it.
An abundance of time off,
Well,
maybe.
yeah, well, I don't know if he's
Yeah,
going to get
something.
payoff because he did it while he was doing some firefighting training. So he's in the fire department. So,
But that's
But you
town.
should-
yeah. So I don't, I don't know what.
Yeah, I
See,
don't know
right
how that
now,
works.
that's what it shows.
Oh, he
Let's
doesn't.
see.
He doesn't seem to me to be the kind of guy that just is going to go after something like that, But he does want to make sure he's taken care of and he gets fixed. right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Probably
Yeah,
that's a
definitely.
good
That's the
strong
only thing.
about
That's the only thing he's looking for.
that he's going to get the money to
You want-
live while he's out.
Yeah, he wants to get back on the golf course. So
I think golf is going to be out.
and
for
I
a
think
little while.
Victoria
Yeah,
wants him to stop whining. That's what I'm saying.
No, I do get like there's a lot of
Slap a
information
muzzle
in
on
there.
them.
A lot of
What do you say? What do you say the other day? Buckle up, Buttercup.
Oh yeah. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, suck it
Yeah.
up, Buttercup.
All right.
All
We
right.
got more.
Let's see. Victoria says he thinks she thinks it's a muscular issue too, but what does she know?
Sounds like you
Yeah.
did tear something. If
Yeah.
So all I know
the
is when
person
my
is
wife
with
says something, I
blood
say
in,
yes,
Tendons,
dear, yes,
when you
dear.
tear
You're right.
tendons
Yes,
or
dear.
muscles, you could hear that.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
sounds like paper, like
Yeah.
ripping,
Ugh.
but louder.
Ugh.
Trust me, I know.
It can like
And like,
ugh.
it's like a pop too.
Yeah.
All right. So
Fire, it just must
anybody else
burn.
want a
Yes.
card here? Pick a
It
card. Pick a
definitely
card.
probably
While we're in a
burns.
lull, I'm going to throw this up here because I want to remind everybody that June 4th,
Oh yeah.
we've got the referendum and the school and town budgets vote June
Mhm.
4th. And when you walk in, you're going to see a smiling face that's on the camera right now. All day,
Yep.
5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mhm. I'll be there.
Collecting votes.
Yep. I'll be there checking everybody off. Yep. I got roped into that.
Yep.
I'm sure you got roped into it.
I got a phone call yesterday.
She's like, okay, yep.
I was
But
like,
she doesn't say no.
pretty much. Yeah, I got a phone. I was in meetings. I get a phone call. I'm like, I'll call you back. I can't talk right now. I'm working. And then Cindy ended up calling me again later on because, of course, I didn't call her because I like wrapped up with work stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't call you. And she was like, so next Tuesday, can you? We don't have anybody. We need someone to. I'm like, so I checked my work calendar and I'm like, of course, the one day that I really don't have a lot of meetings, I'm like, all right, fine. And I was like, is this an all day thing? She's like, yep. All right.
Yeah.
So 5:30, I'll be there.
I'm crawling on the floor.
She's crawling on the floor.
Don't look up his skirt.
Yeah. Said I left my.
What is
Said,
down there?
yeah, I left my panties at home. Remember that?
Wow.
Commando.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, yeah,
Tammy says good morning,
Good morning.
everyone. And Rachel says she would love a card when we get some time. And Victoria said, Ernie said, thanks for the support. He knew he could count on you. So there you go. And I hope he gets that resolved fairly shortly.
Yeah, really. So did he have the MRI or
He had the
no?
MRI.
Did.
I don't know if he got the results back yet. So, but he just got the MRI. That's been like a couple of weeks already. That's like,
Yeah, you should
geez.
definitely have results on that. by
Yeah, they're
now.
usually fairly quick getting the results.
Something like that. I'll probably need a little bit
Okay,
of
this
surgery.
is for
Rachel,
Rachel.
there's something that's done in your
Swords.
swords. They kill
Holy
the
moly,
guy.
that's-
Looks
you
like
ever hear
10.
that song,
It's got an X on top.
Backstabber?
Is that a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's
10
in
swords.
somebody's back. I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that. 10
Oh.
swords in somebody's
There's
back.
something ending, but you see his fingers right here. They're shaped to make a blessing sign. So in the ending of something, you're going to hand up with the blessing.
Oh, so it's like one of those when a door closes, a window opens type
Yeah,
of thing.
and I got 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups is, you can see that she's blowing, making her wishes and stuff like that. So your wishes will come true. So if you're going through something right now, or you're trying to manifest something, it's showing that those manifestations will come to pass.
Kind of cool how both
Okay.
cards, even to different decks, different people pulling them, and they still kind of
Yeah, mesh.
say the
Yeah.
same. Yeah. Cool.
Interesting. Let's see. Victoria says he's been out since May 1st.
Ugh.
The first ortho appointment is June 18th. Oh, my
It's
word.
my birthday.
Oh,
So that's a while. Oh, is it June 18th?
yeah.
Well, I got to go to a rheumatologist on June 26th. And my situation's been going on since what, October?
Yeah.
October
Oh my
of
God.
last year.
I'm still waiting for
So-
endocrinology appointment. I've been waiting for like 3 months now to get
Yeah,
an endo
it's
because
crazy.
I went to rheumatology and they were like, yeah, your body hates you, but nothing we can do here. You got to go to endo. So I'm like,
Oh, so
okay,
they're gonna
great.
send me the endo next?
They may. I don't know. He said that my inflammation markers were high, but not high enough for him to do anything. So now I got to go to endo to.
Oh, See, I
He
have,
was like, your body's fighting you.
I have high creatine levels in my body,
Oh.
and the creatine of like, so my muscles hurt all the time. It feels like I've been working at a gym, because that's why people drink creatine before they go
Yep.
work at a
Mhm.
gym.
I was wondering why your biceps were getting so big.
Right. So,
she's swole.
but my every muscle in my body hurts, and so they thought it was atorvastatin.
Mhm.
So for my cholesterol,
Yep.
so they took me off of that, and they dropped like maybe 10 points, but I'm still like, normal range is 18. I'm well into the 200s.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's a little
So
high.
they don't know like what's causing it, and my whole body aches all the time. They've
Yeah.
checked me for Lyme disease. They've checked me for everything and anything
Yeah.
under the sun. So they said, okay, I went for stress test for my heart.
Mhm.
It's not anything to do with blood flow or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
similar, just all my inflammation markers.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are inflamed. Your body hates
you guys are
you.
in such bad shape. I feel
Yeah.
great about myself right
Great
now.
about me.
All right. Victoria would like a card. No, I mean, excuse me, Erica. Sorry. Erica would like a card.
So Erica got the 8 of Wands again. So this is like fiery energy. Like, so if something's going on with you right now, you need to go out at full bore, fire energy. Don't give up, even though everything seems like it's all clustered up and like crazy. Just keep charging forward.
She got the lovers.
Oh, she got the naked people.
The naked people.
Looks like the one of swords.
Either you have
The
a
one of
lover-
swords and the two of cups.
Two of cups.
Either you have a lover already, or you're going to meet somebody that you're gonna like.
Mm.
Oh,
Good partnership.
Good partnership.
excellent.
Who was that for, Erica?
That was for Erica. And she's reminding me that this is for entertainment purposes only. And I hope we are doing some entertainment. If not, then we failed miserably.
You know, if she
But remember, Mike will be back in about a week and a half. So,
Actually, is it next? When does he come back? Next Thursday?
next Friday.
Next Friday he's back?
So we'll be doing this one more time
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
next Thursday.
I can
Without
bring a
Mr.
lot of
Minarski.
Dexter if you want to see a lot naked. They do.
I don't think any kids are watching the show. So, we could probably have a little fun with that, I guess. We have so far.
They do have.
What's
some
Mike going to
extra
do?
ones.
Fire us?
Yeah.
Right? Wayne, you won't get that paycheck.
Yeah.
Careful.
Well, I should have taken that check that the lady brought in last week.
You'll be put on administrative leave without pay.
Oh, administrative leave without pay. Lamont just signed a new bill, Mike. I get 40 hours of sick
There you
time
go,
paid.
right?
There you go. Anyway, let's see who's next. Let's see. Let's see. Rachel said thank you. Interesting as well for her card. And Victoria says the healthcare system sucks.
Healthcare system really does.
It does
suck.
It is.
suck.
It's I don't know if there's an agenda here to drive it into the ground so everybody goes on a social healthcare system or what.
Who knows?
I don't know, but it's gotten a lot
It's
worse
not
than it used
getting
to
better. I know that.
No.
and it's getting more expensive.
Yes.
Why do people gotta wait months and months and months? I mean, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting 9 months to get into a rheumatology
Yeah.
appointment, and then she's telling me, okay, well they didn't help her, so
Yeah, and now I've been waiting for an endocrinology appointment.
yeah.
Mhm.
So like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
it
know
sucks.
that they say that Connecticut doctors are paid the worst pay in the nation.
Really,
Yeah.
mine too
So a
is.
lot of doctors are leaving Connecticut. They
Well,
don't have
And
the
insurance plays
Yeah.
a huge part in
Well,
all of it because they dictate what you can and can't have done, and then if you try to fight it, they just give you a hard time, and then you end up fighting them, and
I have pretty decent insurance, so because I have it's like TRICARE,
Mhm.
but it's called Champ VA, so it's through the Veterans Administration. So I have pretty good insurance.
Mhm.
It's just like getting these appointments. So people don't have time. People don't,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
that-
everybody wants to do virtual.
yeah,
So I had a sinus infection. My doctor says a virtual appointment. Okay, well my ear's blocked. Okay,
you can't look
you
at
can't
them.
look at my ear.
Yeah.
On a virtual appointment.
No.
Like I don't get it.
And you hold it up to your phone.
Right.
He probably pulled a card and figured it out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So
That's
Erica
crazy.
says, don't tell her husband about
About
The
the one,
abundance.
about the one of swords and the two
about
of
the
cups.
one of swords.
that she's gonna meet someone.
She's going to meet somebody.
Well, I said if she meets, she'll either meet someone or her.
Let's not backpedal now. Let's go.
It's a good partnership. Just
Or she'll have a good partner.
Maybe she's looking
But
forward to
then
meeting
you'll
somebody.
wait.
right. And
You know?
you're like ratting her out
Maybe you'll
twice.
be with somebody that you will be with is your husband, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
And it'll get better.
You're ratting her out.
Oh,
Right?
Stop ratting her out. You're
Digging a hole
Don't
even
stomp on her
bigger.
dream. Give her a little hope, little fantasy world, So there you go.
That's funny.
All right. So
Who else?
Any others?
no, nothing right now. So
I'm looking to see who's watching. So
Let's
because it pops up
see.
saying who's watching.
I
So
got usually like Mike says, they'll start rolling in here shortly.
Yeah, 8:45.
Yeah.
So,
So it's
Oh, really?
9:36.
9:45. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder
9:45. The last 15 minutes is they're late.
Really?
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many do we have watching?
This one says we had 8, but
Nice.
there's
That's-
usually more.
That's just on the
That's just on
SNSN.
SNSN. But if
I don't
you're on the
know.
other platforms, it could be anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the other day, we're sitting here talking, Kathy, Rich, and I, and my wife was looking at it later in the day. You had 250 views on that show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
Yeah.
out there so that are watching this.
So
is.
They
we
apparently
used to
they
do
had
it-
nothing better to do than watch a bunch of us yokels.
Well, we
doing
used to
this
do
stuff.
it live, and people would call in, and I did my medium readings
Yeah.
for them. And they
Mhm.
would call in, and I would do the reading live over the phone with them. And I think one show we had, you might have been.
It was back in the
listening.
old building,
Yeah,
right?
the old building, and we had. I think Rich was on that day with us.
Probably, yep.
We
That
had
was a
over
long
1,000
time ago.
people view us,
Mm.
and we were getting calls from. That's
All
when we
over,
India,
yeah,
like all over the world.
Mhm.
We were getting calls in,
Yeah.
Yep, I remember
So-
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
but they had to agree to be like come in on.
Is that during COVID?
No,
No, I think it was
No?
even before COVID.
Was it?
Yeah,
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Yeah, because I think that's when Rich just first started
Oh yeah.
coming
Going
onto
there?
the
yes,
show.
Oh, yeah.
yep. It
He
was
was
when he
new
was
to
first
it.
started coming
Mhm.
in. Yeah,
That was
that
back
was-
when I had a job.
and we used to go to Dean's after and have
Yeah.
Job.
breakfast.
Yeah, Mhm.
Erica says it didn't show live on Mike's page.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. For some reason, it's not showing up on Mike's. I don't know.
I don't know.
why.
I don't know how he set up the platforms or whatever, and I'm not going to go in and try and mess with it because I might. Screw
Yeah.
it up,
Yeah, because
so.
usually he'll post it to like a bunch of
Yeah,
different.
he set these
pages,
things
so-
up. He's and
So
then he's
it
got
goes
Friday
to-
set up though.
His page, it goes to
Mm-hmm.
SNSN. It also goes to I think his TikTok account.
Yeah,
Was
and
it-
his YouTube.
and
Was it news and
YouTube.
notes?
Yeah,
I just posted it to Grizzled Notes, News
Oh, yeah?
and Notes. I
That's
shared
weird
it
because
there.
he usually puts it on news and notes.
Yeah, I shared it there, but yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
All
He's on
right.
vacation. He's probably like,
he's like
whatever.
Yeah, they're on their.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on a
he's on his
cruise.
10th upside down
He's
pineapple
like,
drink.
I don't
There he
care.
goes.
I did see he posted on his page though that he and Melissa won trivia contests.
Yeah,
Of
back
course,
to
he
back.
won like 80s
70s
trivia,
and 80s
yeah.
music. Yeah, I seen
music
that.
trivia. So I would hope
And she
he
won
would've
the
won that.
Friends trivia,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So they're having a good time.
I don't think I would either
Good.
win either one of those at all.
No, I'm not. I'm
Cool.
not good
No,
with trivia.
serial killer, that I would win. I did a serial killer trivia dinner night at Music Lady.
Really?
People got serial killer caramel apples. They had what they have in there, knives in them,
Knives
right?
in 'em.
And it looked like blood dripping out of the caramel apple.
Oh my god!
So they got dinner and apple, and we had trivia, and they got prizes.
That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
it was really
Wow.
nice.
Huh? Interesting.
I do all
And then
kinds
they
of
got
random
wiped out
stuff.
by a serial killer.
So you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So like a lot of
There's a
people.
lot
There
of
was
them
like
out
this
there.
young kid that knew who Albert Fish was.
Never even heard of Albert.
So
Fish.
he was an old time serial killer in Brooklyn, New York. He killed little boys
Mhm.
and he consumed their bodies. So that's why they never found them.
Oh.
So it was crazy. And he was talking about it, how, their buttocks meat was the tenderest part of it. And
Oh my God.
Yeah. But he was I'm talking old school serial killer. And this kid also knew who H.H. Holmes was.
Never heard of that one either. Oh my god.
Oh my
That's
word!
creepy. I would. Be
I hope
like,
nobody's
all
eating
right.
breakfast right now.
That
Oh my
would-
word!
Oh god.
Yeah, I love that. So I got a brick to Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment in my shop right now.
You
I
do?
Yeah, I'm found.
Doesn't that bring bad spirits
So-
or bad vibes or juju
So
or
it
whatever?
is. So if you hold
We
it,
ignore
it's
it.
very heavy. The energy you feel from it. I had this guy. Were you in the shop that day? And the guy says, "Oh, I don't believe in any of the stuff." He held the brick and he instantly got dizzy and he wanted to puke. Were you in the shop that
No,
day?
I wasn't.
He's holding the brick and he's got really dizzy. He gives me back the brick and he's like, I gotta go outside. He literally wanted to puke. So the energy
Oh.
of it does come through and people do feel things from it. But you clear that energy. If it's not yours, why hold on to it? Release it back
Yeah.
into the earth,
I would just
All
be
right,
I
so,
would think you'd have it in a box full of sage
So
or something.
it is wrapped up and I do sage it
Oh,
regularly.
okay.
Just so you know.
All right. Let's get out of the gruesomeness here and pull a card for Victoria.
Okay.
Oh, we have another one too.
Let's see.
Came
Take a
in.
card, please, and just make sure it's not about replacing my hubby this time. I think last time we were talking about, she's going to find a new man or
For
something.
Victoria?
Yeah.
Really?
And I think she pretty much responded, that ain't happening.
I don't know. Maybe after the whole shoulder thing, she's probably getting sick of him. Maybe she doesn't want to replace him. Maybe even just temporarily until his shoulder's fixed.
10 of Swords. So it does say that you're carrying a lot of burdens on you. to the point where your energy is very much depleted. You feel like
my
you
shoulder!
can't take any more.
You can't take it anymore.
But you can't let it beat you down because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're carrying a lot of burdens and they're not your own, release them. Just like the best way you can describe it is picture waterfall coming over your whole body and getting rid of all that energy that's not yours. So you don't feel weighed down and feel like everything's like on your back at once.
It's interesting when I'm looking at that. I didn't see swords at first.
Mm-hmm.
To me, they looked like airplanes coming out of her back.
Okay.
Shooting out of, like airplanes shooting up.
Yep.
From this angle, it looks like
Yeah,
those are all like
it.
little airplanes coming out.
I got
What did they put in your
Fighting.
coffee? I don't know.
Competition?
Fighting.
Competition and
Yep.
fighting.
Oh, jeez. Fighting with that
Fighting
damn
with
shoulder.
her-
You're right. Battles. Yeah.
Yep.
Tell
It
her
could
already
be
shut
sparring
up.
though.
Could be battles.
She's like, yeah, I know it hurts. Shut it.
I know it
Well,
hurts.
She
I know you can't go
also picked
golfing.
up a lot more responsibilities because
sure.
he is injured.
Yeah.
So it's just showing like she feels very weighed down right now.
Yeah, well, she's probably waiting on him hand and foot right now,
You
too.
know? Yep.
So there you go.
Yep.
Let's see. Lewis. Good morning, guys. Card, please.
Good morning.
And Erica wants you guys to pull a card for Cathy and myself.
Oh, yeah. See that on here.
I got the Queen of Wands. She's very strong.
Queen of Wands.
And over here, she has a flower
Mm-hmm.
that represents the sun. So everything will turn out okay.
So everything's looking up, Lewis.
All right. Lewis has got the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is some ideas that he hasn't implemented, something that he wants to do. He's keeping himself from being creative in that aspect. Explore more is what I'm getting. Like, don't keep yourself bound. Keep yourself going out there. Put your ideas into focus and let them become reality.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
That one's interesting.
Okay.
So there you go.
And then
We'll pull a card for
one-
Cathy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cathy
it says-
first.
Okay. Well, I was going to say ladies first. You're the one wearing the skirt.
Ah.
Trust me, he's got the skirt on, and there ain't much else underneath that skirt.
She saw
Hey,
she was
hey,
under the
hey,
table.
hey, hey. Gets bigger, you know.
That kilt, man. Ooh.
Kathy,
Oh.
you got
Yep. Okay. So that's
Things
the
are ending.
swords. Yep. Things are ending,
and
but
there's
with
a
the
blessing.
beginning, right? Yep. Okay.
So Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, very fiery energy. You got the strength to overcome anything. You keep going no matter what obstacles are in your way. You are also in control of your own domain.
I try to be.
So, yep,
Okay.
All 12 of them.
very
Try to
fiery.
be. I'm
Very
fiery.
fiery, very fiery energy.
And now you.
All right, so now we got Wayne.
Let's see. We've got some thank yous. And,
Oh, geez. We have
Yeah,
we
let's
have
roll.
someone coming in. Yep.
yeah,
You got this.
gotta
Yeah,
go back
we got a
up here.
troll coming in.
Lewis says thank you. Victoria says thank you.
You're welcome,
And
you're
it
welcome.
looks like we've got a troll coming in, and we'll just ignore that.
You got the
Yeah,
Queen
gotta
of
delete
Wands.
that.
Wayne.
Oh, that was her
Oh,
card.
that was
Same
mine.
one.
So now you're getting the same card I just
Queen
got.
of Wands. And
Well, I am wearing a skirt. There you go.
The sun.
And it's
Things are going to go well.
Oh,
for you.
Lewis got that
Yep.
card too.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
that's coming up a lot.
Yep.
That's like the fourth time I think we've seen that.
Maybe
card.
that
But you see the
means-
difference in her Queen of Wands and my
Yes.
Queen of
Yep.
Wands?
hmm
Yeah.
So maybe that means like your deck will finally be done and you don't have to go buy any more lumber.
I don't plan
It's
on buying any
it's
more
looking
lumber.
up.
All right.
I've already spent like $1,700, $1,800 on lumber.
Oh, you got the lovers.
Oh.
But they're dressed.
So they are dressed. Yep.
Up with that.
But it does show that. So for me, the lovers means that your souls are intertwined. So your soulmate is your soulmate. The heavens actually created that relationship for you. And no matter what the outcome is, like, it's because if you notice, there's roses, but there's no thorns on the roses.
Oh, nice.
So there will be no outside influences at all in the relationships and stuff like that you have.
Okay.
And it, like, relationships could be like your wife could be also involved in your friendships and stuff like that. So you
No, she is.
so you have like a soul connection.
Yes.
Which is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that's about right. Do you know how to get rid of that troll? You can delete that comment. Those
can I?
comments. Yep.
Never had
He's
to
like,
do
I
that.
don't
He's
know
like,
about
I
this.
don't want to touch it.
I don't want to mess up anything.
So if you go to the comment itself, underneath it'll say like reply, like
Or delete.
you should be able to delete it.
It says show.
Or he might have to go to the 3. Come on, Kathy, go take care of business.
I tried recording it, but
So I've got.
hello. 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 I don't know who that
Oh, there.
is. All right. I think we're good.
All right. Thank you. Now I know what to do. All right. So I've got.
Looking for someone else, I guess.
Unless there's nobody there.
Oh, stop!
Well, we did pick up people with my SLS camera when I brought it in here.
God. You,
So I got
you all heard somebody say hello, right? That wasn't just
Hello?
me.
Hello?
Oh, I didn't see anybody, but I heard
sounded
somebody say
weird.
hello.
It did.
She sounded weird.
Jeez.
Very
Yeah,
raspy.
you can come in here if you've got a check.
I saw the door closing, so somebody was walking through the.
That
somebody
doesn't mean
had-
anything.
Stop it! Gonna freak me
So I have
out.
to tell you,
Yeah.
when I was across the street and I was looking into this building, I was going to buy it and put the shop in here
Mm-hmm.
and have it be a wellness center.
Mm.
I brought my granddaughter in. She was 3 at the time. She walked in this room and said, "No, the man in there is mean," and walked out. So I was like, "Yep, that's it. I am not."
That freaks me out.
So I told the lady that was on, I said, "No, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in it right now, because if my granddaughter's picking up that energy."
Yeah, no, that
Yep.
freaks me out.
And
She
then
was
Mike
okay.
moved in.
Yep, she was okay with the rest of the building. Just this room. She's like, "Nope, the man in there."
There's
So,
another
Anne-
one. There's another one you have to delete.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
And Iva,
Yeah?
if you hover over it, and there's 3 little dots in the right corner,
Yeah.
go to block.
Yeah.
Do you
I don't
see
know.
it?
Yeah, I see it.
You should
Okay.
be able to block it.
Okay. There you go. Okay, now we're back to normal.
Yep. Why do those
Maybe.
people
Nah,
come
back
in?
to
How do
normal as
they
we
even-
normal as we get.
How do those people know that? Like,
Because
how does
you-
that work?
It's like, so you get the random ads.
Oh,
So they will see that and like it will
the
automatically.
algorithm
Yeah.
with the- yeah. Okay.
Like
So-
if we talk about Depends, you're gonna get all kinds of ads for Depends on your phone.
Mm.
So
I'm going to do a little bit of a break here and talk about Mike's sponsors and
Oh, yeah.
sponsors for
there
this
we
show,
go.
because
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
haven't been doing that. You know, we've got Dean's Corner, the sponsor, and Rubino's Full Circle, Jewett
Mhm.
City Savings Bank, Uncle Cranky's Restaurant. Have you ever been there, Kathy?
Uncle Crank. No,
Uncle
never
Cranky's,
heard of it.
never heard of it. No,
Mm-mm.
never heard of it. Eastern Savings Bank, Griswold Pride, Isaiah's Tires. Which
We went
Mike-
there the other day.
Yeah, you went there the other day.
We
Yeah,
had a tire plugged. They were awesome.
good.
And I got a quote for tires for my car, and they beat 2 other quotes that I had gotten elsewhere.
All right, good.
So,
And we got the Burns Agency.
Yep.
And P7 Construction, Capital Property Group.
Yep.
Yep. So I think that covers it all.
Yep. Support the sponsors.
Support the sponsors.
Support local.
Yep, and local business.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Rubino's now also has ice cream. We tried
Yeah.
that last week, I think, or over the weekend.
Well, you didn't try-
Recently.
yeah. Have we
Whenever
been
it
there?
was.
Yep.
I may have been there. I think
been
I've been to
there.
Rubino's. I think I've had dinner there
We were
once or
there
twice.
last night
Yeah.
talking about the presentation.
The non-presentation.
Debriefing on the sales pitch.
Yeah.
okay.
10
Mhm.
years after.
It's nice to kind of walk into one of those places, like even Jeans or Cranky, like any of those. You walk in there and it feels like Cheers. I said that last night. We walked in and like you see like, oh, there's so and so and there's so and so.
Paul was in there with his wife.
Yeah,
you know, Paul Lash, he was on the show. He was in there with his wife, and
the Laidleys were in there.
The Laidleys were in there, yeah.
And it's just like, and then next to us, I think Rich knew the folks next to us. Mary Beth knew them because she had just come from the
I think they came from the high school. They had high school awards or something like that last night. Yep.
But it's just like it's such a small community.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like you end up you just see people you know, and everyone just out, you know, doing their thing and having a good time, enjoying good food.
Norm.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Where's Norm?
That's what it's like.
Where's Norm?
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah. All right. So we're still sitting here. Nobody else has been
now
asking
that
for
you started blocking people. All the
trolls
they're like, damn it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Not enough trolls.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I'm not able to delete that. I have to delete it. Okay. Yeah, and we'll have to ask Mike why we have to make sure he posts it on his page too.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's posted on all the other platforms.
Anyway, we're getting out to some people, so that's good.
Yep. I got a spam phone call. That's fun.
Yeah.
Gotta love those.
Even if you go on the do not call list, they still
yeah.
They call you from a different number, so it'd be 949-2103. You block that one, then they'll call you from 919-2104, and they keep going up the line.
I just keep blocking them.
Yep, that's all you can do.
Yeah. Yep. I would love to know how many times those blocked numbers tried calling, but I don't know if you can find that out. You know, like I would just love to know, like how many times have they tried to call and it got blocked? But yeah, and it's all computerized. It's not even like a person calling. It's just they're going through.
And I keep getting stupid calls about asking for more. I need more information to be able to approve this loan.
That's mine.
Delete.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Yeah.
Hey, your package isn't. I can't deliver your package unless I get more information.
And I get
Delete.
emails. I get text messages like that. And I'm like, no.
I didn't even apply for like a loan or anything like that, or my.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that one yet. But I haven't gotten a car warranty one in a while.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even.
Right?
Now you're gonna get it because you put it out there.
Like for a while,
I should probably go in here and change the scroll because it says "Welcome to the Board of Education today."
Oh, does it?
No, well, Kathy's on the Board of Education, but I just went reading through all the sponsors, and then at the end it talks about Board of Education today.
Oh,
so he didn't change that.
So. That's all right. He's on vacation.
He's on vacation.
He was on vacation mode. It's
all right.
Before he left.
That's all right. It's all
good.
And
there's Joyce spilling the cards all over the place.
With their new hair.
All right. Let's see. That looks good. And Erica says if they're still not a sponsor, they're going to go see the Grizzled Eye Care today.
Yep. So. What'd you say? Sorry, I wasn't listening. We're talking about hair.
Just talking about sponsors. And I know Mike used to talk about the Grizzled Eye Care. I don't know if they're still a sponsor or not.
I think that's, Rich goes there. I think he uses them.
That was the other thing. So they called me. I go down to Norwich and Walweek is down there, that place down there, and they called me up like in May or March or whatever it was. That the guy I saw last time
be careful.
Left.
Don't look up.
So
don't look up his skirt.
Like she said, you're not going to see much anyway. So there you go. So anyway, I went there and because it happened to be in the area, so I just walked in and we can see you in November. I'm like,
November?
It's crazy. Like,
so yeah.
Even the eye doctors and stuff. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Well, the taxes keep going up, but prices are going up. Connecticut's not cheap to live in.
It's not.
And if the doctors aren't getting paid a lot, they're going to move to wherever the money is.
So not only that, it's all the legal stuff too, all the malpractice and all that, and they have to carry extra insurance for for
the overhead is
stuff. And
awful.
So it and then now they're all being kind of consumed by these like Hartford Healthcare, Yale New Haven, blah blah. So private practices aren't even really much of a thing.
There was someone was telling me about a doctor retiring, and he had to come out of retirement.
Oof.
The podiatrist that was in where the shop is, he came out of retirement because this kid's coming out of like medical school and stuff like that. they're going to other states because Connecticut doesn't want to pay them the wages.
Yep.
So he literally had to come out of retirement. He's a podiatrist.
Ugh.
Dr.
How does Connecticut control the doctor's wages?
They put maxes on what you can make.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
That like socialism?
I wonder, do they max out the taxes that they can pull out of his paycheck?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
You never
They
know.
keep adding. They secretly add stuff that you don't know about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And then if the prices are too expensive, they say, well, they're
They're price
gouging. They're gouging. They're
This
price
podiatrist does
gouging.
work in Rhode Island too, and he tries to get all his patients to go to Rhode Island.
Yeah. Oh, there
Maybe
you
it
go.
has to do with the healthcare.
Yeah.
Like, isn't healthcare different in each state?
It could be, yeah. Yep.
Because insurance, I know, is if when
Yeah.
you call to get a quote for insurance, well, where do you live?
Yep.
What state?
Yep.
So maybe that's what it has to do with is the
Yeah.
insurance caps that
It's
they
possible.
can do.
Wow.
And
in
like my
Connecticut.
insurance, even though I live in Connecticut, my insurance is Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts.
Mhm.
So because that's where my employer is, so I don't know how that factors
Yeah.
into it either. But I've had doctors tell me that Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mass is one of the worst ones, like one of the most difficult and challenging ones. Like they
Yeah.
will try to cover nothing compared to other Blue Cross Blue Shields of other
So
states.
that's what it could be. It
Mhm.
could be like the fact that it's just the insurance caps and stuff like that, what they're willing to pay for in each state.
The whole
That's causing the
process is so
doctors.
convoluted.
Hmm.
It's frustrating.
I know, from what I've been told, the state of Connecticut, doctors are not allowed to give out pain meds anymore either.
They're so
So-
they can give them out, but they have to like report them. It's a big
So who's going to want to go through
narcotics.
all
Yeah,
that?
it's a pain
Yep.
in the butt
Oh,
for
because
them
of the
to prescribe those
the
because of the
opioid-
opioid crisis.
Yeah.
They
opioid
blame
stuff
it
and
on
things
the
like that, yeah.
doctors prescribing it and on the pharmaceutical company that came up with the.
Yeah, but I
opioid
think
to
half our
begin
politicians are on it anyway.
Of course
so
they
there
are.
you
There's
go.
lobbyists. It's a whole thing. I mean,
It's a
you
whole
could go
mess.
down that rabbit hole and
Yep.
be in it for a while.
So Erica said they went to the eye doctor or eye care because their kid took a baseball bat to the head last week. Ugh.
Ooh.
They got him in right away, and they checked him out and found out all was good. So
Good.
that's good.
That's good.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's scary
That hurts.
though.
Yep.
Oh gosh, that happened to me once. I was a
Yep.
catcher, and I took a baseball bat to the head or a softball bat to the head. Not fun. Definitely not fun.
Nope.
Ugh.
Hey, so I hear the
Stinks.
bells, and I don't see anybody asking for any cards.
Nope.
So, ladies, I guess that'll wrap things up for today, and we'll see you back here next Thursday.
Yeah.
Now, I plan on being here.
Okay.
I think Kathy plans on being here.
Next Thursday.
I'm flying back Wednesday night from the West Coast, so hopefully the plane is on time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it gets here at the right time, not at
Do you
2 in the
want me
morning.
to give you my phone number? If you're not here, you can
Oh
call
yeah,
me or
because
text me.
Mike won't be back yet. So yeah.
Yes.
And I will. I'm good. I can be here that.
You just
next
write it on the
Thursday.
back of that card there, and
You got a
then
pen around here somewhere?
that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm
Because
here.
if somehow I get delayed in Chicago and I don't make the flight and I miss the connection, who
just
knows
call
where I'm
or
going.
text
Chicago.
me.
You're going through
You know.
Chicago. I hated that airport. And I think they've expanded
Yep.
since I've been through there. Although they got really cool like graphics on the ceiling, like laser light show when you're going
Yeah,
between.
last time I went
terminals.
through there, they had a cool little thing you walk through about World War II pilots and things like that.
That's kind of cool.
You know,
Yeah, I can do next Thursday if we're
Yeah.
on.
so
Yep.
yep.
That works. All right.
That's
So,
it. So,
what's today? Thursday. So tomorrow, what do we have going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have Mr. Wasilek.
Is he coming on? Oh yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't keep it straight. I don't know what
That's
my
why we're having
problem
dinner. She
is.
says, "Am I on tomorrow?"
I'm like, I don't know. I can't. Keep
That's
it
why we have
straight.
dinner, just to straighten out the show.
I can't even. I can't keep up with it. I don't know.
And then we're having Ryan and Phil from U Center come on.
Yep.
And we'll talk to them for a bit. And we're also probably going to talk a little bit about the presentation last night and some of the gaping holes that we saw during it.
A lot of unanswered questions.
A lot of unanswered questions and questions that were not answered, even though, because they had to get done in an hour. I don't know. Maybe they had a hot date somewhere. I don't
Yeah.
know. But, and then at 10 o'clock, First select person, Tina Falk, will come on and talk about the budget.
So tomorrow will be a bit of a longer show.
It'll be a bit of a longer show. Yep. And I think that's it. Did you have anything else to add? Did you want to talk a little bit about the presentation last night?
There really wasn't much to talk about, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I have 4 pages of notes that I took, I think.
Oh my God. I was ready to break out the fire extinguisher, put her pen out. She was going so fast. I think I only had 2. She had 4 pages of notes, and it's like,
One page of them are just questions that
Yeah.
that I kept thinking of as they were talking about nothing. But yeah, it'll be. I wish I could go to next week's presentation. I can't make next week's because I have a Board of Ed meeting.
It'd be
but-
interesting to see if they change it and have a little bit more information, because they were getting slammed and they didn't have any answers.
Yeah, they had nothing, and I think they felt they were kind of like floundering there. Like it.
I think they walked into a room full of intelligent people who have been following this thing for a while and asked a lot of intelligent questions they didn't have answers
They weren't
for.
ready for it.
They weren't ready
went in
for it.
there thinking they were just going to give pictures of pretty buildings and everything would be okay.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I
Oh,
believe.
that looks so nice.
Oh my
we really
God.
need that. Yeah.
It's gonna save the town.
And that's not
No,
that's
the
not what
case.
happened. And they looked like they were kind of like, oh crap, like they weren't
Yeah.
prepared for it.
Rachel says, everyone have a safe and wonderful weekend. Safe travels.
Mm-hmm.
To myself. Well, it's just myself, not my family. I'm not looking forward to the trip, but that's okay.
Unfortunately.
And Tammy says, hope you all have a good day.
Thank you. You
And
too.
Erica says, even
Thank
if
you.
people are not accepting of what's happening, will it actually change anything? I think she's talking about the Heritage River project.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
this has been going on for 10 years, before I even was aware of it. And it's like the people have been following it are like, this has changed so much.
mhm.
And there's a lot of ifs and a lack of confidence this was going to go through. And then after the meeting last night, I think it's even less
Yeah.
confident of what's
Yeah.
going to happen. So
No, it'll be nice once they actually have a plan and can tell us what it is.
I just didn't
actual
like-
details.
I just didn't like, there's no questions, because the biggest issue is we're giving up a big parcel of land,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which they own. I guess they bought it.
Yep.
But what is the town getting out of it? Because we're not, the town of Griswold is not in the business just to give, let them build stuff and we're not getting any
Yeah,
revenue
no,
back.
we need
revenue.
we need economic development.
Yep.
Number one is what we need.
Yep.
So, and there'll be some of it there, but personally, I feel like we should use that land for more than just the little bit that they're planning. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay.
More to come.
Everybody have a good weekend. See you guys next week.
Yep.
Kathy, we'll see you.
Tuesday, if you come and vote for the referendum, you'll see me on Tuesday.
I already put in my absentee ballot because I won't be here. I'll be in Seattle.
Please come
area,
see me so I'm not sitting there bored for 14
come and see
hours.
Kathy.
Please come vote.
Say
just-
hello.
Just
Come
so I
vote.
have someone to talk to.
And please vote for the budget. I mean,
Yes.
it's bare bones. It is. And if we have to make any more cuts, it's not going to be good for the
No, it'll
overall town and school.
It'll be painful. Yep.
Anyway.
All
All right.
Have a good
good
one,
day.
everybody.
Signing off.
Bye.
See ya.